So we're still there with Gallean?
Yes. You just finished your conversation. You know, he has his beer, he has his food, so he's taking a pause, eating and drinking.
So, this is Aiely. Gallean, if when you're done, or you don't have to, but can you help me with my armor too? But you don't have to.
Yeah, I could, but it will take a lot of time to repair everyone's armor. I mean, I'm alone here. And I need to repair mine also, so...
I can go find somebody else. Okay.
I will see, but I will see what I can do. I mean, I have to take a look at it, and we'll see what we can do with that. Let me finish first those 8 hours of work, and
make a. You have blacksmithing, right?
Huh?
Gallean, you have blacksmithing, right?
Yeah.
Make a D100 roll for me. And is it lower than your blacksmithing score? Lower or equal to your blacksmithing score?
Yeah, it's lower.
Okay. Aiely, how much durability you still have left?
I have 13.
No, do you have 13 or 13 left before it breaks?
13 left.
1 second. Let me just double check. No. So your armor still has 13. You took only 7 hits in your armor, pretty much. Okay, so Gallean, after looking at her armor, you think her armor could be fixed in an hour.
Okay.
Work, just so you know. So it's pretty short compared to the other stuff.
Yeah, right.
Just to give you an idea of how long it would take. But this information is just for you, as you know.
Hey, Gallean. I have something to ask you. You're the master smither here, and we depend on you. You know. So here's what I would like to offer you. I realize that you're, helping us out gets you stuck here, and you have all the work to do for you know who. So if there are things or errands that you are afraid you can't run and you want us to keep an eye for, or we can do that, because after all, you're fixing my armor, which I'm really appreciative, but I also understand you cannot be going to merchants and shops and other things. So if you're afraid to miss out on anything, just let us know, and we can keep an eye if you're looking for specific things, or if you want us to replenish your inventory in any way, we can, take care of that stuff for you.
No, I'll be fine. Don't worry. I'll be fine. Don't worry. I have everything I need here, and I just need to repair my armor, yours, and Aiely, so no worries. I'm used to work at Forge, so...
All right, tough guy. Well, if you think it's something...
I'm in my element. I'd rather be here than doing stuff, errands that I don't really care about.
Okay.
I like my blacksmithing.
Cool.
All right.
And I drink my beer.
Good.
I brought you the beer, right? Hey, I brought you.
Yeah, you're right, indeed. I remember that.
Awesome.
You get one gold deduction on the price.
I think you gave him a 40 gold deduction on the
already
on the price. Just so you remember. All right. So what do you guys do after that? Anything else you want to discuss before you go do whatever you want to do?
The one thing, Gallean, that we might need your help with is when we were what's his name, the owner at the shop. I'm trying to pull it up. Sorry. He mentioned that Gundren's brothers were camping, and I mean, look at me. I would much rather have you around before we go meet with your fellow people than go without you. So
no, that's true. I'd rather be there. You're right.
Yes, at some point, we will have to figure out where they're camping and go see them.
Yeah. Maybe wait for me at that point.
Cool.
So are we still good to have a class?
It's at night, right? We're meeting her at night. Is that right, Sol?
No, she's asking about the class.
For me.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. So while we're here, maybe we can take a look at Darren, your half elf fellow, before we go to class, or we can go back to the inn and have the class. It's up to you guys. I don't mind.
Well, I think.
I'm looking at Faye.
Why don't we do that? Yeah.
I'm looking at Faye. You were interested in meet Darren, no?
I didn't hear.
You were interested in meeting Darren because you asked Sister Garael about other elves, and she talked about Darren, the half elf, and it's closer nearby than going back to the inn. So unless you want to do this first, I mean, it's not my business. What do you guys want to do?
Well, I think when we stopped here, we said that on the way to there, we were going to stop. So we can finish going. If you guys want to come, I definitely want to go meet, I mean, really both of them, right? The Adabra, who's down there, the midwife. So we can all go together if you guys want.
Yeah. And then we can do our lesson when we're back to the inn. Is that okay with you, Aiely?
Lesson? I look at you both. I'm like, lesson? What lesson?
It's between us.
Oh, okay.
I see how it is.
I'm turning bright red.
and then I noticed, and I'm like, oh, no, not like that. But, you know.
Okay.
Moonwalk out of here.
Yeah, she moonwalks out of there as what's that? As Aya is like, hoot. Exactly. All right. So what are you guys doing?
Well, we go there. I mean, we head out and go to.
Okay. So you guys are gonna head out. Are you all heading out except Gallean?
I guess.
Okay. All right. So where are you guys going?
So which one do you want first, Faye?
Well, we're right. I don't.
So we're here.
Yeah, I know.
And Darren lives here.
Darren lives here, and then I think Adabra she's out like in the south.
Yeah.
So
whichever you like.
We can. Are you guys interested in going to meet Adabra or just Darren?
I got nothing much to do, so I'm okay if you.
Whoa! I'm hearing lessons. I'm not sure I understand, but apparently you do have something to do. And I look at Aiely. I'm like,
well, Aiely's not there. Aiely left.
I'm out of there.
Yeah, as you turn to look at Aiely, she disappeared. You know, because she moonwalked out of there. You know.
Yeah. If you need backup, we can go with you. If you don't need us, we can also leave you be. I respect your privacy.
Privacy lessons, private woman. Oh, so.
I look at you.
No, I'm happy to all go together. We can chat on the way, and it's all good.
Yeah, let's do it then.
All right, let's go. Let's go hit Darren then. Let's go see this guy.
All right.
All right. So you guys then start making your way through the marketplace, and you get to this this cottage house that is surrounded by this actually quite nice orchard. It's a really nice orchard. The trees there look very healthy. Their leaves, their leaf colors are really nice and soothing to you. And as you get closer to the cottage, you see an older man with blonde hair standing next to the cottage, observing you as you get closer to him. You notice that he has a sword in his belt, hanging from his belt. As you get closer, his hand hovers over his sword. He doesn't hold it, but he looks at you as you get closer to him. What do you say?
Hello.
He looks at you and he says, "Hi there.
Would you happen to be Darren?"
That's me.
How are you doing, sir?
I'm doing great." And as you get closer and he looks at you, he's like, he's realizing you're an elf. He says, well, that is a sight. That is not a typical sight here. Who are you?
Oh, hi. My name is Faye. Nice to meet you.
He nods, and then he says, "What about you?"
Yeah.
At the rest.
Rude of you, Faye. I'm Saul, and this is Aiely.
Very nice to meet you. What can I do for you?
We've heard some great things about you, and we just got here on our adventures, and we're spending some times here in the town, and we were wondering if we could visit with you.
He looks at you. He says,
He says,
yeah, no, he says, he's observing you. He's seeing pretty much 3 individuals come at him, wearing combat gear, swords. One has a 2-handed sword, another one has an arrow, arrows and a short bow. Another one who has a sword also. So he's like, okay, so what does that mean?
We come in peace, Darren. We were just wondering if there were. Help me out, you guys. I lost my note. I don't have any notes apparently about this guy.
Okay, so we were talking to Sister Gallean, and as you can see, I'm a human. I'm the only human in this group, and this one is like was it like a wood elf? Is that correct? Is that what you call it?
Yeah.
And this one is an elf. I'm not really into elves, and I don't understand the culture. But basically, we were doing a mission together, and we met with the Sister Gallean, who's a worshipper of the Lady of the Luck. And then this Faye, which is also an elf, and a high elf, that is. And this Faye, a companion, which I just met 3 days ago, basically started asking about if there are other elves in the area. And we got your name, and we got some other name down the south, and I'm just accompanying them. That's all I know, Faye. Did I help you enough?
Yeah, I must have not saved my changes in my notes, because I wrote his name and then nothing else. So thank you. Yes, Darren. We were just curious about other. I'm always interested in meeting and getting to know more people, particularly when they have some ties to the elven world. And your name came up, as well as that of Adabra, and you were closer to where we started our journey today, and so here we are. I'm just trying to get to know you and understand your story, and kind of know maybe a little bit more about the elven presence in this area, and that's pretty much it.
As you say that, like his hand come off away from the sword, and he says, "Sure, no problem. We can do that." So what brought you to Fendolin?
We were delivering goods for a merchant, and during our journey, we recovered some missing goods for the Lion Shield Coaster Company, and this is actually where we're coming from right now. We're just at their headquarters, I guess, or at their outpost, and return the goods to them. We also are taking some rest. It was quite a long and more difficult journey than we anticipated. So we're also all trying to recover and before going on with our lives, I guess. How about you? How did you end up here in Fendelin?
He looks a little away to the right or to the south, if you really want to see where in the map. It looks a little bit to the south, and then he says, "Sure, we can keep this conversation. Follow me." He points to a table where there are a couple of chairs there. He brings another chair just so that there are enough for 4 people. And he asks you, he invites you to sit on the chairs. He pulls a bottle from a basket nearby. He pulls some glasses, 4 glasses. He puts a glass in front of each one, and then fills it up and says, and tells you, please have a drink of my cider. And he gets himself a glass. He does, well, a small glass. This is like really big, but he does this. Starts drinking. So I'm assuming 2 of you drink. Osama, do you drink?
Yes, I'll have a glass.
Okay, so you guys sip through it. It's actually very, very good cider. Ubas, for you, it's very good quality of cider. For Osama for Faye, it's actually good quality of cider. Not as good as what you have seen in the High Elves realm, but it's for a small village in the middle of nowhere. It's actually pretty good. And for you, Aiely, this is good. Like the Wood Elves don't, are not big on making a lot of fancy wine or fancy alcoholic drinks, but this is good. You're enjoying it. It has the flavors of the earth and of the apples really well preserved.
Wow.
So as you drink that, he says, he tells you, because you asked him a question, he says, yes, this is the land of my family. This is where they have lived. This is where my mother and father met. I have traveled for many, many years, done crazy things, went into numerous adventures. But then, as a half-elf, contrary to you, he points at Faye and Aiely, he says, contrary to you, we age faster than the typical elves. So I'm a little over 100, but as you can see, I don't know if you saw his image.
Yes.
He's older. Normally for age 100, he shouldn't be this old for an elf, but because he's a half elf, he ages faster. So he says, after finishing all my adventures, when traveling the world, I thought it was time for me to come back home and to retire. So I found a small plot of land and I purchased it, and I've planted these trees and took care of them. And that's what I have been doing since.
So Fendelin is your mother's hometown and your father's elf?
My parents have met around this area. And since Fendelin is the only settlement that has been left since a long time ago, I have decided to move here.
Oh, that's
Do you know
great.
anything about your elf side?
What's that?
Do you know anything about your half-elf side? What tribe they're?
he smiles and he says, "Well, according to my mother's stories, she got pregnant from my father, who disappeared shortly after. So my mother has raised me up to be the man that I am. And then when she passed away, I went on a journey around the land. And after many, many years, I finally decided to come back home."
So you're alone?
Well, one could say that, but he turns to the right side and he say, "I have all these friends," as he points to the trees.
I get that.
And then he says, "And in addition to Big Pop," he says, "Big Pop, Big Pop." And then you see a little cat coming in. Meow, meow. That's another friend.
I can't stop giggling because she's hilarious.
I only have one question for you, Darren.
Are you sure you only have one question? Because if you only have one question, you will not ask anymore. No, I'm kidding. Go ahead.
Nice.
Sure. Go ahead.
This is why I like elves. They're very smart. So, I have a question. Does this mean that in all your story, you're the maker of this cider?
I believe so.
That's amazing. I'd like to buy a bottle from you. Are you selling these things? Or is it just for you? Because really, it would be really a shame if you're the only selfish person drinking this. This is the best cider I ever drank ever.
He says, he nods and says, I appreciate that. There are a few places around here that buy the cider from me. Usually they buy it and they export it outside of Fandolin. I know Lenine likes the cider. The town master, hold on, let's see what his name is. The town master, Harbin Wester. The town master, Harbin Wester, wants to have some of it, but I ain't selling anything to him. There are a few people, more wealthy people around here that come and purchase some of my bottles. And he says, but for you guys, I'm fine offering you, like this bottle. So he takes the bottle and he puts it in front of you. He says, that is for free.
That's amazing. But can I buy an additional one from you?
Sure. He says it's gonna cost you 5 gold pieces.
Easiest 5 gold pieces ever. And I give him one and I'll buy another one.
So thank you. And then he hands you. So you can put in your backpack 2 bottles of Darren Edermath ciders. Just put them in your backpack, so you can put that in there. All right.
So Darren, why won't you sell to Herbert? What's his name?
Harbin Wester. Let me type it so you have him.
Yep.
I was being weird.
1 second. Oh, I'm using the wrong keyboard.
Harbin like Harden?
No, I just wrote it.
I know.
Yeah. It's like Harden, but the other way around. You ask him that question. He smiles. He says, as he sips through his his cider glass of cider, he says, he's a spineless little fuck. Excuse my English.
He's a coward?
Indeed.
Is
yes.
he?
He says that is a more eloquent way to say it.
Would you say he's sneaky?
No, he's a coward.
Okay.
Reminds me of my town master where I grew up. His name was Tonald Drump, and he's pretty such a piece of shit. I understand, but do tell me more. Like, what did he do to earn such a low title?
Well, he is a town master, so he is not having a low title. He is probably the most respected man, and officially the most respected man of Fandolin, because he runs the town supposedly. He's a spineless little fuck because he is unable to bring order to Fandolin or to garner any respect.
Is Fandolin disorderly?
More or less. There are he says there are a few bandits that have taken home in Fandolin that have been harassing some of the people who live here. They tried to come here and ask for me to ask me if I needed their protection for a fee, which obviously I declined. And then they tried to bully me, let's say. So he points to an area around his around his orchard, and you can see, the ground is a little higher in that area. He says, those are their graves.
Oh.
You see 3 little mounds in there.
Were they the only ones?
Those were the ones that tried to bully me into taking their offer. I did not want to kill them, but they took their weapons and they came with the intent to kill me. So they were a little unfortunate, as I'm not a random villager. I traveled the land, went on many adventures, and I know the way of the sword. So
how'd you learn to fight?
What's that?
How'd you learn to fight? You took 3 bandits. Did anybody teach you?
He says, well, I did travel to, he said, I did travel all across the land. I worked as a mercenary, and I joined the Order of the Ring. So I am a retired member of the Order of the Ring. So anybody has common lore among you guys, or some form of knowledge or anything like that?
I do.
Yeah, but you're not there.
Yeah.
I don't. I remember which ones I have.
It doesn't. It's not like a religious affiliation, right? So I have no.
No, it does not have a religious affiliation.
Okay.
Okay, but that's what he mentions. You can still ask him.
Yeah.
So he says he was a member of the Order of the Ring.
I ask him if it's not too much prying. I've never heard of an Order of the Ring.
It is possible that you have not heard of us, but we're a devout and vigilant group that seeks to protect others from depredation and evildoers. We're always vigilant, ready to smite evil, enforce justice, then act retribution against any who try to subjugate or harm others. As I told you, I used to be a member. I'm not an active member anymore, but let's say I'm a retired member of the ring. And then he points to his finger, and you can see a golden ring in his finger. And he says, the member of the order all wear a similar ring.
Oh, that's pretty commendable. But okay, so let me get this straight. So basically, these bandits have been harassing people for so-called protection, and this Harbin Wester didn't do anything with them, which would safe to assume that he is kind of in bed with them in a way.
It is possible, but I think he is more of a coward. I think he feels threatened if they, kill him, because they can't just chop his throat. They tried to chop my throat, but that didn't work for them. As you can see, the village of Fandolin is only a small little hamlet in the middle of nowhere. There are not a lot of guard. There is no guard in here. There is no militia. Some people hold weapons with them, but these are not fighters.
But then, okay. But a simple, like an obvious question: were they humans, these bandits, or are they from the races? Like, are they like a group from mixed races?
No, they are humans, as human can be, and they call themselves the Red Brand Bandits.
Red Brand Bandits.
Because they wear these red cloaks.
Oh, red cloaks. So like they're in the open basically. They're not like even hiding it. Okay.
Of course, because why would they hide it if they are numerous and they can bully people? If anything, it's a mark of prestige for them, as it intimidates people.
Interesting.
So probably Barthen's provisions and the inn have to pay them?
I would assume all areas of trade have been accosted by the Red Brands. I have not talked to them in a while. Toblin and so it's Toblin, Stallhill, and Barthen. Yeah, Toblin and Barthen. I haven't talked to them in a while, so I do not know.
What about the Lion Sheet coasters? What's their opinion with this? They seem to be holding themselves.
I think this would be a great question for Lenine.
Okay, I'll definitely.
She's a smart lady. I think that she would try to either protect herself or make a deal with them to protect her business.
Yeah.
What do you think of Lenine? Do you think she likes animals?
He smiles. He says, yes, especially roasted.
Kind of what I'm thinking.
This is
yeah.
I look at him and this is a lot of information there, and thank you for sharing with us this. But the thing that is the most incredible that I can't get over is how good this cider is. I, as you can imagine, have a little experience not in making it, but in trying it, and I have to say this is pretty unexpected in such an area. So whatever it is you're doing, or however you're doing it, you're making honor to this plot of land, and that's yours and your family's. It's remarkable.
So thank you.
This is so. Just to circle back to your story, you said your father left shortly after. So are you saying that you're an elf from your father's side then?
That is correct.
All right. And what do you know or think of Adabra?
I do not know much of Adabra unless that she lives about 3 miles south of Fandolin, and she dabbles in some alchemy. She's an apothecary. She is the only place around here that sells any form of potions. But that's about it.
Okay.
So Darren, when you killed these bandits, do you remember how long that was? How long ago?
It was 3 days ago, and the Red Brand stopped coming to me.
Okay, I see. So like you're not like under threat or anything from more. I mean, you could handle 3, but I'm wondering, like, you're not under threat of being attacked by, like, say 10 or 20 or something for vengeance.
He smiles and says, "Let them try."
I don't know. I'm just worried about the cider. So
he looks at you and he's like, "Thank you."
Yeah, that's a joke, obviously. Yeah.
Sure.
No, that's good. I mean, yeah, like I like Fandolin. We just visited it for 2 days, and although like it didn't take me long for me to actually grow on me, so I personally don't like this kind of situation that I'm hearing. So I'm pretty sure gonna first talk to talk to the group and see if we can, because we still have one dwarf guy who's now busy at the forge. So he's also like very, very handy. You should see him how he actually destroys goblin. It's truly a sight to behold. But at the same time, we could discuss and see if we can do something about this, because for such a peaceful town, for it to be under this kind of oppression, that doesn't really sit by me. Plus the fact that they are a threat to this cider, that's also a problem for me. So
yeah, that is noble of you. But if you want to take the red brands down, my understanding is they are led by a leader that is terrifying. It seems that the red brands are afraid of him. He's called Redcoat.
Redcoat. One word or two separate words?
You can have them as one word.
Okay. Yeah.
It's a coat that is red.
Yeah.
Red
His
coat.
parents named him that?
Yeah.
That's what he said. That's what the red brand called him. As a matter of fact, when they tried to fight me and I slit the throat of the first red brand brigand, the other ones looked at each other, and I could hear one of them whispering that that red coat would punish them if they just ran away. So they fought to the death.
Okay. And do you think, besides you as somebody who can take care of himself, do you know some other people who are like, competent in that way, who would also see the red brand as something they would wish to get rid of?
In the village of Fandolin, I'm sure that there are people who want the red brand to disappear, but most people don't. I don't think there is anybody here who has the guts and the skill to stand up.
Okay, thanks. Well, for me, I think I took a lot of your time, so unless you guys have something else, I don't want to bother Mr. Darren anymore. So
I'm having fun.
As you're drinking your cider, you're enjoying it. This is good.
I'm having fun.
Is there anything that we could do for you or help you with while we're here? It seems to me unfair that we approached you and asked you all these questions without offering some sort of help. Do you need help picking apples? Do you need help making cider? Do you need help?
As a matter of fact, I heard stories from some of the prospectors in the hills northeast of Fandolin that someone is digging around in the ruins known as Old Owl Well. I'm going to put that as a note. More disturbingly, several prospectors have reported being chased from the area by undead. If you happen to be around those ruins, they're about a day march northeast of Fandolin. If you happen to be about those ruins, could you please investigate and just let me know what is going on?
Of course we could. And what, Game Master, what you said, it's about how far away?
About a day march of marching northeast of Fandolin.
Thank you.
If you take the Tribor, pretty much he gives you the how to go. If you take the Tribor trail east, it's gonna lead you, and then you come out. It's gonna lead you to the Old Owl Well. Just so you know, it's the ruins of an old watchtower of an ancient magical empire known as the Tarveras. Oh shit, wrong one. That's the name of the.
So did we pass it?
No, you guys came from the west, and you were traveling east. This is further east.
So the region is called Tarveras.
No, it's not the region.
Oh,
The whole region is like the Fandolin tribal region, but there used to be an ancient magical empire in the area known as Tarveras.
Okay.
Now that empire has disappeared many years ago. Like we're talking centuries ago.
Yeah.
Many centuries ago.
Okay. Ahmed, Game Master, am I able to roll for monster lore about undead?
You don't need to really roll until you meet a specific type of, because undead is like very broad.
Okay.
But like it's people who died and came back to life.
Okay.
And there is a lot. It could be ghosts, it could be zombies, skeletons, it could be banshees. Like there's so many, like undead is huge.
Yeah.
As
Okay.
a
Let me be more
family.
specific. Let me be more specific. In the current, from my knowledge, in the current state of our equipment, we're not equipped to deal with undeads, do we?
No, you are equipped to deal with a group, some type of undead. The ghosts, you're gonna have a problem with them personally, because you don't have. I don't think you have an ethereal weapon or a spectral weapon.
I mean, the ulti is ethereal, but you know what I mean. It's not really.
But I don't know. Like you know that the ghosts are not physical, so physical damage is not gonna impact them.
Okay, yeah, this is the kind of information I want to know about the universe, like in the context of how undead.
Yeah, if it's vampires, you're probably fucked. That's
yeah, exactly.
Just so you know, if it's vampires, you're fucked.
Yeah, so
but if it's like zombies, skeletons, you should be able to handle that with normal weapons.
Oh, okay, yeah. So this is the kind of information like I would later on discuss with the group because yeah. Anyway, okay.
And is there anything? So would the magic lore help get more information about this Tarveras?
With magic lore, sure, yeah. Roll magic roll with magic lore. Actually, it doesn't have penalties. Tarveras, yeah, you can just make a roll.
So D100.
Yeah.
Well, I fail, so there you go.
You try to think about it. The name sounds familiar. It sounds familiar to you, but you don't recall it. You remembered this name of Tarveras as an empire, but you don't recall anything else.
Sure.
Maybe if a library was nearby, you would be able to go and do more research looking at Tarveras, and then you'll find it. But and by the way, there probably isn't a library by looking at the Fandolin, but just giving you information.
Darren, that's the least we could do. If our travel takes us in that direction, we'll check it out. I think, and I look at the team, and I don't think you guys will have a problem with that, would you?
Oh, not at all. Not at all. Like that's the least we can do, indeed.
Before we take our leave, Master Darren, I'm curious, and I apologize if this is a little bit invasive, but in your travels, did you ever get to meet your dad?
I have not. I have never met him. I actually wanted to meet him. That was a part of the reason why I went on a travel. I lost my mom and my mother, and I wanted to travel the world and find my father and tell him, I'm your son, I am alive, I'm here. I wasn't able to do it, and at one point I just let it go. It's I don't think he was looking for me. So
elves. I look at him and I say elves. Yeah.
I wouldn't say that. I think I've met. He says I've met elves that were very honorable, that fought by my side and that died, protecting other people. And there have been some who have been monsters. So I wouldn't go and say it's an elf issue. I think it's a morality issue. And that's why we decided to stand with the Order of the Ring, because there are things that can be compromised and things that cannot be compromised. And standing to evils in life is what we stand for. Or at least that's what I used to be part of.
Yes, I wasn't trying to suggest that all elves are that way. What my thinking was more that elves have reasons sometimes that are difficult to understand, and
oh, I understand what you mean.
They all have ways that I am myself trying to wrap my head around sometimes.
I will give you that. Elves have convictions, and it is quite hard to see an elf change their convictions.
Indeed.
I'm gonna accidentally say, and not mean to, but accidentally say, yeah, if they could only understand other people.
What did you say? I didn't hear.
This spider is wonderful.
That's exactly what she is doing. That's part of the game. She is like saying stuff fast, so people cannot catch it. I like it. He says, well, is there anything else I can do for you guys? And if not, I just will walk back and take care of the apples.
Thank you very much for your time, Mr. Bear.
Yeah, thank you.
I appreciate it.
It was nice to meet Big Pop as well.
Yes. Well, thank you guys, and you're welcome if you swing by again, to have a drink or two. Just be safe. And then he stands and walks towards the orchard, pretty much. All right. Meanwhile, so it is about 3 p.m. Gallean, you started working around 10. So we're gonna say you're gonna have an hour of lunch break, and you were working for 4 hours, or you can just hammer through the day and try to finish everything. You're gonna hammer through the day. Okay, so you just keep the counts and then let me know when it's 8 hours. Okay, you started at 10. You're gonna have an hour for lunch break. Just keep counting. Okay, cool. So you're 4 hours down right now. Also, I can't hear you. Can you guys hear him?
Sorry. Yeah, you hear me now?
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's 3 p.m. right now, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, so 4 hours. You've been working for 4 hours, right?
Yeah.
Okay, good. All right, guys. What do you, the rest of the team? What do you do?
Yeah, so I look at the group. I'm like, wow, what a very interesting character. Are you guys still willing to go for the second visit, or are you guys beat? Because yeah, we can always go back and do it tomorrow. It's up to you.
It's only 3.
Okay. Plus the lesson. Plus, yeah.
And I look at her and I'm like, the lesson. And I look at them and I go, why don't you guys get a room already?
I mean, that's what we're gonna do later in my room, but it's not what you think.
I look at Aiely and I go girl.
I'm putting backwards away.
You're moonwalking away. That's funny. Okay, so where are you guys going?
I say, the story of Darren got me a little bit worried if they've come all the way here and threatened him to where he had to kill. I'm a little bit worried for Adabra, and I kind of explaining that I'm sensing almost a sense of urgency now. I kind of want to go there more than anything because I don't know that she's able to protect herself, plus she's a little bit off of the beaten path. So I'm kind of tempted to go knock it out, and plus you never know what tomorrow will bring.
That's very noble of you, and I sympathize. So I'm up for it. Let's do it. Aiely?
Oh yeah, everybody should have a chance. But why can't she protect herself? Doesn't she have?
I don't know.
Go.
Doesn't seem like a lot of people know much about her. Maybe. I don't know.
Then let's go.
Should we go? All right. You guys can hold it for a little bit longer.
Do you guys know where do you know how to get to Adabra's home?
I think Osama pinged it earlier. It was like on the south side.
It's 3 miles south, right? So
yeah, if it's the location he pinged, that's not what it is.
No, it's not. I was just pinging south, unless I'm missing the compass. Where's the compass?
Yeah, that's south.
Oh, okay.
All right. So you guys, so if you venture south, there is a road you could see that goes south. Are you just gonna take that road?
Yes. Is it? Yeah.
Okay. All right. So the three of you, pretty much.
Is it this road? Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. You see. So like, just look where I am going.
Yeah.
And then you keep going. So you come out of Fandolin, you leave Fandolin, and you head south. And I think if you remember, they said it's called the area where she is called Umbridge Hill, to the
Correct.
south of
Umbridge Hill.
of Fandolin, and that she lives in a windmill. I think that's what I gave you as information. And then as you go south, you march for about, so I said about 3 miles. So you march for about 40 minutes, about an hour, let's say for about an hour, when you come across Umbridge Hill. So as you look from far away, built on the slope of Umbridge Hill is an old stone windmill surrounded by an iron fence. So you are at the bottom of the hill. And now let me do this.
Okay.
Okay. And then give me a second. So we got this. We got this. Who's watching TV?
Sama.
It's pretty loud.
We know it's Biden. It's okay. We know.
All right. So I do this. I do that.
I'm going to celebrate Inauguration Day, and then I'll celebrate.
And then I'm doing this. Hold on. Okay. So that should be good. All right. So as you go, did your screen change?
It's black.
Black.
Yeah, it's black now. Okay, good. So as you get to,
Sorry.
What's that?
No, it was me trying to sing AC/DC, but completely failed.
I see. Yeah, that was a pretty big failure.
Yeah.
So as you get there, as you get to the bottom of Umbridge Hill, this is where you are. You're at the bottom of Umbridge Hill, and you can see up ahead. Hold on. There you go. So you can see the hill. Can you see the map, right? You're at the bottom of the hill. You're at the bottom of the hill. You could see the fence. And above the hill, you could see the... what do you call that? You could see the stone windmill.
Okay.
So this is how you guys are. So what do you do?
Looks like we're here. Looks like.
Well, shall we get closer?
Do we knock or yell or what do we do?
Can I move here?
Yeah, but it's not combat. So I'm just asking you what you're doing. You're saying you're moving. You want to move forward, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So as you move forward and you get to this location, you could see. Ah, shit! Wrong thing. So I need to select this. No, not reveal. This one. Here you go. You could see the windmill is pretty tall. It's a pretty high windmill, and you can see from one of the windows up. You could see this woman looking from the window. She looks very worried, and as you guys get closer, you actually see. God damn it! Where is it? Really? Oh. Man, this thing is a little different, but that's fine. All right. You could see as you were going up the hill, you could see two individuals wearing red cloaks at the bottom of the windmill. And at the top, inside of the windmill, there's a woman from the window. She's looking at you, and she looks worried. And as she sees you guys, she screams. She yells at your party, "Hello, help, please! Hello, help!" As she does that, the individuals here turn their attention towards you and sees you guys coming.
I look at the group and I'm like, well, it seems that the coincidence is too good to be true. If that ain't the Red Brand Bandits.
I look at Chuso and I said, I'm really glad we came right away.
Yeah, you had good instincts. So, what you guys...
Armor.
Yes, I'm naked. I know. We are all... No, are we? I'm the only one without one.
So I look at the bandits. What business do you guys have here?
And so as they look at you, they say, well, what business do you have here?
That's none of your business. I'm asking you the question.
We're just talking to our friend over here and trying
She's
to see...
not your friend. If she would have told us about it. Because you see this girl, and I point at Faye. That's her sister. And she's never seen you before.
Are you saying... Wait, he turns to his friend here, and he says, is he saying a human can be a sister with an elf? The other one says, no, idiot, he's lying.
No, I pointed to Faye. That's her sister.
Faye is an elf.
Yeah.
Adabra is a human.
Oh, shit. I thought it was... Dumbass.
This is from a different father. It's fine. It's fine.
They scream. Hey, boss! We got some little fellows here that are trying to play heroes. And you hear from around this area. You hear from around that area. You hear what? He says, "Yeah, there are some fellows here. They say they are family to Adabra." And then you hear, "Oh, they're family. Well, we should probably talk to them." So Hold them there. We're coming.
Right. Okay.
Oh boy.
Oh shit. Okay.
All right. So
Hey,
all I gotta say is,
Game Master,
Yeah.
just from a lay of the land standpoint, are we on lower ground?
yeah, you're definitely on lower ground.
Oh, they have the high ground.
Yeah. Well, yeah, I told you it's a hill. You're going upwards. You know.
Okay. Well, they shouldn't
No.
underestimate our power.
Hold on, and this fence is high. How is this fence?
I would say it's about half a meter.
Okay.
Yeah, not too high. But like with the high ground, it's probably about a meter and a half.
Is there like, can we tell if there's a way on the side where we could maybe distract them and get her to leave?
You mean of the building?
Yeah.
Well, you are seeing a window in this spot, but you're seeing this this little rock here, but you can't see if there is a door where the door is. From your angle, there is no door.
So we have to get them out of there.
Unless if she jumps from the second floor. But if she does, she will fall, near this guy right here.
What? I only see two guys. Oh, sorry.
I look at the team and I say, we gotta level the playing field here if we're gonna.
You gotta roll for initiative. That's what you gotta have to do.
Yep.
Well, but I'm saying to So and Aiely, like we can't be having a conversation with them looking down on us.
Right.
God, this game gets fancier and fancier every time we play. I like it.
Let's see.
All right, are you guys gonna roll for initiative, please?
Yes.
So I got Aiely. Who else is rolling initiative?
I did.
I have to.
Well, there is a macro for the initiative that I created.
Click on your character and then it shows up.
Yeah, at the top left it shows initiative. Just click on that, so it.
Oh yeah, true.
Well, it pulls the automatic. Oh yeah, there you go.
You best. What was your initiative? 27.
Yeah, it's 13 plus 14, 27.
Yeah, but moving forward, just use the macro that I set up so that it goes fast.
Yeah.
I don't know how to add you, so like let's.
Do you want me to just roll it again? Yeah, I'll roll it again.
Yeah, roll again, and then I'm gonna put 27.
All right.
But roll with the macro, pretty much.
Okay. Done.
And then you say 27, right? That's what you rolled.
Yes. Thank
Okay.
you.
27. All right, and then we do this, and then descending. Okay, so you can see the turns, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
All right, Sol, you go first. What do you do?
So I gotta go. So I'm just gonna unsheath and go to this guy.
You gotta
Okay.
do what I gotta do.
So you unsheath your sword as you get closer to that individual wearing a red cloak. So you're in front of him with your two-handed sword. What do you do?
I attack him.
So you make a melee attack. Okay, he's gonna try to dodge.
Alright.
So we'll see how that goes. So you rolled a 26, right?
Yes.
He's gonna try to dodge. He rolls a 25, so he's trying to dodge away as you take your bastard sword and you hit him. How much damage do you deal?
15.
Okay, so you deal 15 damage. Let me just check this thing. All right, so you deal 15 damage. Do I have any armor? Yeah, I have a 2 armor. So he's wearing a light armor underneath that's protecting against 2. So as you hit him, you deal 13 damage, and deal 13 damage. So you slash through him. It's a big injury, cuts through his armor. You know, you slash through him, through his chest, and there's blood coming out of his mouth, and he screams. He doesn't look good after that one hit. Okay, so next, hold on. Next person is Faye. Your turn. Gallean, because you're not active in this fight, can you count the rounds for me? Like a round is when we go through everybody.
Okay. So when it comes back to Soul, yeah.
Yeah, when it comes back to Soul. This is round 1.
Yeah, fine.
All right, Faye, what do you do?
Can I move there?
Where were you again? So
how do you show the path? I was trying to show the path.
So you keep holding the icon and then you right click in every single cell without dropping.
Oh, okay. Okay.
And then he has to release it for me to see.
Yes.
Oh, like that?
Yeah, that's 8 meters. You can still move 2 more meters if you would like to. So actually, as you get there, hold on. You just moved, right? So I'm gonna free this. You see another person standing there. He's wearing red clothes and has a red scarf around his face. That person also has 2 knives out, one in both hands. These guys, this one. Hold on. Why am I not able to ping? Oh, because I switched. Okay, so I'm saying these 2 guys here. They are armed with the short swords.
He has to roll initiative, Ahmed.
Well, not yet.
Ah, no, he's not in combat.
No, he's gonna come at the end.
Okay.
He's gonna play at the end. And then I'll roll his initiative.
Okay.
So we can't see him, just Faye?
Yeah. Yeah, because it's uphill, and from your angle, you don't have an eye on him. All right, Osama, what are you doing?
I unsheath as I'm doing that.
So that's your bonus action. You could still have an action. Come on, you gotta go faster.
Yeah, I know. Where am I? I attack this guy. What's the distance? Can I do that?
No, you cannot. You're not in melee range. You can move 1 more.
What?
I think you moved 8 meters. You can move here and attack this guy.
Yeah, but I could. So between me here, that's pinging, right? And here is how much? I'm counting.
2, 4, 6, 8, 10.
10, right?
Yeah.
So I'm going to do. I'm going to attack this guy.
Okay, what are you gonna do?
I'm going to launch a chaos bolt.
Okay, so let's go ahead and do the rolls. And for me, with that guy, I will try to dodge. So I'm rolling my dodge. My total is 20.
It's telling me to choose a target. So do I have to click?
Well, yeah, click on him. Click on him. Choose the target you're gonna shoot at. All right, so you roll a 32. Obviously, did you take out the 10, the MP as well?
Yeah.
Okay, so you concentrate, you start pulling arcane energy, and then you point your hand towards that red brand lackey, and then there is that pink bolt of energy that comes out, hits the lackey, and then let's do the effect. So what's the effect that you have to roll?
It is going to be, I said, a chaos bolt, right?
Yeah.
So it is then on hit, the target takes the MP plus 1d6 at magic chaos. So do I run the 1d6?
Not yet. What's the other effect?
And test your magic versus strength, agility, or magic of target.
Agility or okay. So roll for
my magic, and then you choose strength, agility, or magic.
Yeah, I'm rolling mine. So rolling agility, which is 14. So 14 plus 19, that's 33. And what about you? So I have 33.
Woo!
We're equal. So we both have 33. Then reroll. 17 plus 14, that's 31. 25. So it doesn't work. Well, the effect doesn't work, but the first works. Roll a d6 and add it to 10. That's your total damage with your chaos bolt. So 5, you deal 15 damage. So your pink bolt of chaos hits the red brand lackey, dealing 15 damage, which is about the same as how much Ubas has done in damage. So his, as it hits him, you could see some of his armor is melting from that pink. It's like a liquid, like it's pink ray, but once it hits people, it transforms like a liquid. So it's melting his armor, and his skin is melting, and he's like screaming. Ah! All right. So next is Aiely.
Okay. So I think I'm going to move. Sorry, I'm trying to decide a good spot. Can I move here? No, that's not a good spot.
Ping it. Just ping where you want to move, and then I'll tell you.
Right there?
Oh, sure. Yeah.
Okay. This guy's not looking good. So I'm going to take aim at that guy. I'm going to pull my bow. Just take aim.
At this guy, you mean?
Yeah.
Okay, which arrow are you going to use?
I'm just going to use a goblin arrow.
Just so you know, if you shoot at this guy, you're going to do it with a disadvantage.
Because of soul?
Because soul is on the way. If you shoot at this guy, you're doing it with no disadvantage. Both of them look pretty bad. Both guys look pretty banged up.
Then I guess I will. I'm taking aim at this guy then.
All right. Are you going to shoot? Right.
No. Taking aim.
Oh, okay. So you take a goblin arrow and you start taking aim at the person. So make sure to take out your EP, because it's one amount. You start aiming at him, and with that, do you need to make any roll for that?
Nope.
Oh, okay, good. So with that, we're moving to the red brands. All right. So which one goes first? It's the one next to you, Bats. Okay, so he disengages. Okay, so he disengages. You cannot make an attack of opportunity against him. He disengages, and then he's going to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, or 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think I'm going to go this way. So I'm going to do 1, 2, 4.
Is it a skill that he has?
No. Disengage, you can spend your action disengaging, and then you can move away without getting hit.
Got it.
So he spent his action to disengage. He moved. As you see him moving, he draws his sword for his bonus action, and then you don't have a lot of much of an angle on him, Soul. But Faye, you could see him. He is here. He just went running away. Okay, so that was that guy's turn. And then I move to this one. So now it's this guy's turn, right? So that guy, he also, so he does 1, 2. He moves away that way, and he draws his sword as well. All right, now, hold on. Let me do these. So 2, 4, 6, 8.
Who
10,
do we appreciate?
12, 14, 16, 18, 20. Okay, and then so da 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 da. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16.
البرد الصوت البرد.
All right, so hold on now. I need to do some rolls.
That's a lot of people.
I know. All right, so I'm gonna add this guy to the list. Where's the list? That's the list. Okay, we just rolled the new one. We're all this guy. 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 And we're all... No, that's it. All right. So you're going to have to do a lot of counting, I think. And that ends the turn. The first round. Second round. Top of the turn.
I don't have the thing, but I want to.
So top of the turn is this guy. And so and then it's that guy. So they just wait. Actually, I can do that, right? So I can wait, yeah. So he is gonna wait, so he's moving to the end. Okay, and then it's this guy's turn who also waits. All right, then, so both of them are like waiting. They have their little knives drawn, and they look at you, they smile, and they just wait. Sol, it's your turn.
I'm sorry if I'm taking time because this is weird. So. Okay, I use soul battle. So I don't move. I use soul battle cry. So I spend 20 EP.
Okay.
And I don't need to roll. No, I do. I have to test my willpower versus difficulty GM. So.
Okay, so what are you trying to do with the battle cry that you're gonna say?
So I'm just saying that. Do you want me to say something while I'm doing it?
Yeah.
Okay. I yell to the group, and I yell to the other guys. I'm like, if you do not leave the premises right now, me and my group shall decimate you here and now. And then that's what I say. Something along those lines.
Okay.
Does that work?
So that's what you do. The difficulty factor is 10.
10. Okay. So I have.
Roll my 10.
Then 1, then 2,
10 plus 11. I'm at 21.
I'm at 23.
Okay, so it works.
Yeah. So everybody gets +2 for to all combat and okay. So everybody gets +2 bonus to all combat attributes and +2 ethereal protection, and that's for.
Until the end of the next round.
Yes.
Not this round, until the end of the next round.
Correct.
Okay.
That's all I do.
Okay, so you do that. You don't want to move, and you don't want to use a bonus action, right?
No, not now.
Okay, sounds good. Next one is okay. So the next one is this guy. All right. So that guy also passes its turn. Actually, hold on. No, that guy. No, that guy's gonna move. All right. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. So he moves there. Oh wait, hold on. I can run. I can run and get in contact. Yeah, I'm gonna run. So 10, 12, 14. He comes to contact with Faye, but he cannot fight. So he gets in contact with you. He's in melee with his sword. He is running towards you, which brings us to Faye.
I ask. I shout, Dabra, can you hold them up a while longer?
She screams, "I cannot! I cannot! They were trying to break the door, but you guys came, run away! There is more!"
Holy shit. Okay.
Well, maybe lesson number 3. Do not go without your weapons and full team. And on that, we're going to take a pause. That's going to give you time to think, because we need this to move faster, because it's moving very, very slowly.
Like once a great general said, "It's a trap!"
أسامة ديما كتجيبها لينا أسامة في الراس قلت لك شو الناس صاحبي قلت لك شو let's go to the inn and have a nap صاحبي. I could have given him a lesson to Aiely, we would have eaten beer and it would have been pretty chill conversation, but here we are fighting 3 versus 10 probably. Fucking hell, man. C'est la merde صاحبي, c'est la merde. On va se faire démonter.
Vous allez vous faire déchirer.
Gallean, you don't have any spidey senses that you can feel a disturbance in the force.
C'est a ripple in the force. It can come to you.
Putain, ça.
Mec. C'est chaud, hein. Après, j'ai envie de dire c'est la routine, hein. C'est pas comme si les autres fois c'était différent.